All right, today we're going to have a little fun. I'm doing a little bit of the breakdown, so buckle up. You probably won't be able to see all of the parts, but I'm working on finalizing Crater 3-in-1 Fire Dragon. We did the Sabretooth, and now I need to do the grand finale. I'm going to do one where I'm just posting myself, kind of breaking these down and building the Fire Dragon. It's the only one I recorded myself. This is not a speed build, so just buckle in and get ready for a ride here while I do some building and get the 3-in-1 action going. And so this will be a kind of a combo of breaking down. Sometimes I'll do like a full part breakdown. Sometimes it's good to just kind of separate it out to get started. Um, and go from there. So sometimes again, like I'll do like a full breakdown. Sometimes you just kind of do it by the parts, and then you kind of pilfer out the steel as you go. Sometimes you can get away with not having to do a ton. There we go. There's a leg. So bye, Sabretooth Tiger. It's been fun. It was on display for not quite a week. Yeah, but actually it's been a week. So I built this during football. Actually, that's the one thing I'm going to miss about football. And welcome to the playoffs, Packers, right there. They are on bye week. One of two teams on bye week. Here we go. Cheers to them. So, but the cool part is I'm not doing anything this weekend except for building. And so I'm going to be watching football and building. That is, and resting and sleeping and building. Maybe clean a few things. I should really take advantage of this time and do some cleaning. I don't have any plans to. I don't have any pickleball this weekend. Don't have any real. And the kids are off on Monday. I probably should have taken off on Monday myself, but there's just so much work to be done, preparing all that kind of stuff. So real cool. So we'll kind of get these quickly organized. This is going to be tough to kind of get out of there. Do I have a brick separator handy? It's important to always have a brick separator on the go, ready to roll. I store some of mine easily accessible here, just in case. See? Look how easy that is. That is organization. And if you haven't been to my studio in a little while, and yes, I'm in a studio, it's more like a corner of the playroom, but it's my playroom. It's mine. This house is mine. All mine. That I've been organizing, getting better. I have probably do another stream. This might be my football stream of me breaking down. I have two bins of sets, and actually I'm also breaking down the Parisian modular, but I have two bins of sets to break down. I'm kind of getting to that point before I move forward on my Mos Eisley Cantina mock. Maybe I'll, plug that. You can check that out. It hasn't made any progress, unfortunately, because I've just been building so many other things. So it's not because I'm not really building. It's just that I'm in a situation where I'm trying to stay as organized as possible. And one of the ways to organize is to keep finishing building sets, break them down, get them into their parts bins, so that way I can plop Mos Eisley Cantina right here. Maybe do some live building, on Mos Eisley live, which would be really fun to do. Maybe I'll do a couple of those here. Thank you everybody for your support. I'm really pumped. I've kind of slowed down a little bit on the build itself, but it's gonna happen. Book of Boba has launched. I will not give away any spoilers as I drop pieces on the ground already, but I will say, this happens in every series, right? If you look at Bad Batch and others, although I think Bad Batch really kind of teased us a lot, like way too much. Feels like that one was a little teasy. Didn't It really brought the heat in the first episode, and then kind of, I mean, there were some good ones, but an overall good series, tons of cameos, so it's worth it. But that one, I felt slightly unsatisfied with. But Book of Boba has been everything in that, like so many surprises. I think even expert followers of worshippers of Star Wars will be surprised at some of the stuff. And I don't think it like ruins Star Wars or anything. I think they've done a really good job of make it kind of a cool, fun, you know, um, its own story with a lot of cool characters in it. So probably the only thing was the last episode got a little there's slight cheese involved, but I think there were some huge bombs in that episode that kind of made up for it. So I'm okay with what they ended up doing. And so again, no spoiler, but I highly, highly recommend Book of Boba streaming now on Disney Plus. It's not a commercial. Disney owes me royalties. All right, so I do need to do some separate down on this one. That's how you use a brick separator, by the way. Get in there. Get in there. Boom. Get that. Separate it right out. Of course, now it's jammed in there. Come on, y'all. There we go. So we're kind of pretty much broken down to where I need to go. Let's see here. Well, I guess I'm gonna need these parts here. Okay, so the build commences. Fire Dragon. I can't tell you. This is a small set, but was so thrilled to get this because behind me, 3-in-1 castle, boys and girls. I need to build the cantina in that castle, and then I have another castle. I have Darth Vader's castle down there. I have a lot of castles. This is so cool. Can't wait. It is so pumped. And next week, I have such a surprise for you. You have to watch Microfighter Monday. Tuesday is going to be fantastic. I think I'll plan on doing the Fire Dragon official review on Tuesday as my Creator 3-in-1. I did the as I'm looking for a part, we did the Mighty Dinosaur, which that was really, I mean, that was a solid 3-in-1. I mean, anytime you can get at least two really good builds out of it, the deep sea creatures is so far, I think, the best overall in terms of like all three builds. The shark, the whale, and then the squid. The squid's probably again the weakest, but I think of all the third builds, that one's probably the least weak. I guess nothing like least weak. Is that a thing? Should I start refilming this and start rebuilding all over again? Um, Maybe I should. But the yeah, the mighty dinosaurs, the pterodactyl was was okay. I mean, is what it is. Not my favorite. The triceratops was pretty cool. It was kind of blocky, is my feedback on that one. So that's why that one just wasn't like quite as like amazing. But like if I was like a big fan of triceratops, I probably would keep that. But how can you beat a T-Rex? And now I will have a fire breathing dragon. in my life because the Castle 3-in-1 does come with a dragon. I didn't know. I didn't even really look at the box. Um, but it shows one right there. So it comes with one. Yeah. So um yeah, it looked kind of small, almost like maybe a microfighter scale dragon, if you want to look at it that way. So I decided, and the interesting thing is, I think this one is going to be retired here. I don't know if it's officially, I think it is officially retired technically. So I don't think Lego is proactively making anymore. So it's just as they sell out, it's gone. And so I was like, I was hoping I could even get it because I have so many sets that I need to get for my budget. Um, Sometimes it's hard to catch these, so I was really, really super pumped to get this set. Really pumped. Really big deal. All right, here we go. Some good parts to get. But no, so I've been on a tear with Creator 3-in-1s lately. Just loving them. That is for sure. And definitely try to get like all of the smaller 3-in-1s that come out. I am totally in on those that come out. The one that's actually there's two big ones. It's a lot of cash to outlay. So I've got to figure out whether, the tiger, the majestic tiger is one. It's on my list. I've been talking so much about it. I really need to get it. And I don't think my wife would care because I've been talking about it a ton. But um, it is expensive. It's not a cheap. It's definitely not a cheapy set. I think I did this wrong. I think it's $60. So I'm not saying it's not worth it or anything like that. It's just, you know, we also have like a whole wave of Star Wars sets to buy. So that makes it life difficult. There we go. It's just so cool, these click things. It makes it so posable. It's really neat. And then obviously when you do like a body like that, you've got things that can kind of hinge off. You got a tail, then you can do a head, and you got your wings. Pretty simple deal there. So this really helps in the. I love also the color of the parts. I mean, I don't really need a lot of yellow, I would say, but the dark red is a great color. Very useful in all Star Wars circles. Also, the dark blue is another great color. So just really a lot of great colors. And a lot of the 3-in-1s, that's kind of my vibe with those right now is that the colors are really solid too. So it's making it kind of easy to purchase these, especially since I I do actually like displaying these. There we go. Well, that must be like part of the body right there. Two of these. Those. Okay. So it is awesome. So I've been watching Book of Boba. I really haven't been watching a lot of TV because I've been working literally nonstop. No joke. And that's part of why the I haven't really gotten a lot of progress completed on Mos Eisley as far as I'd like, just because of just circumstances with work. It's just been really, really tough. So it's almost easier to do more preset things. I can't get into this. You really need to get into this creative mode. That's what I'm finding with mocks is that you kind of go in this like creative burst, and then you get a lot done, and then it's like cool, and then it's really hard to kind of pick at it. That's what I'm struggling with. I'm having a hard time spending like 30 minutes here, an hour there. Like really, I end up, you know, playing like mobile app games and like watching videos and stuff like that instead of making more time because sometimes I'm so tired I just can't think of anything. So yeah, it's one of those things, part of life and trying to accomplish. But at some point you gotta just set time aside. It is hard to purposely set time to make your dreams happen. Make your fire dragon dreams come true. So I'm wondering, the problem I'm going to run into is that I'm going to need this. Okay. So this, go like here. Go. And there we go. Let's see. Once one of these. There we go. Again, super useful. Just think of the articulation that you can do. We are cruising along, and this go like so. Now we gotta do it again. Quick, I want those. That. So, hope everybody is having a fantastic week, staying warm, staying safe. It has been rough. Luckily, here we've been fairly normal with the kids are back in school, so that's been good. But I know a lot of people are not always having that same luck, especially in the city, all that kind of stuff. Like it's kind of a disaster there. Okay. But we've been lucky here. And, you know, you're getting to the point where it's like, hey, I'm super thankful that I can't believe that I haven't really had COVID at least once that I know of. I mean, it's very possible that I've gotten it, but I'm pretty sure that I haven't. You know, may have come close. You know, so nobody's fully gonna avoid this thing, but I feel like I'm missing a spot there. But definitely have crazy that I'm avoiding it. I've only done things that make that I like. Hey, I'm willing to make a risk. You know, if you're not willing to make a risk, why are you even doing it? You know. but it's one of those things where sometimes you just got to do stuff like go to the gym and work out or play, like in my case, playing pickleball, go to the store to get essential. Like you need to do all these things. You can't, we've got to live our lives, you know. But that's just where we're at. Um, okay, here we go. Looks like we're making some of the claws. There's another one. Interesting. The other thing that I really like about the 3-in-1, they're coming a lot with, you know, the wedges have become really popular. You can tell that I've started to amass quite the collection. They really are a big deal from a bringing detail into builds. Been noticing that they're being used quite a bit, more and more. In curved, there's a big curve that I'm missing somewhere. Where are you? Ah, this is it. Yeah. There we go. I found another one. There we go. Let's do this. Ah, okay, gives it a little extra. That is a really cool technique. So here's the technique. Let's see. Just to put that in there and then slide it right in there. It kind of gives you a real cool way. I mean, you can really think of anything to kind of connect this stuff. It's so wild. And then we're gonna put some clothes in there. All right, so this is the part of the feet. So we're actually building feet right now. It just said to build another one. There we go. Here's that piece. Um, all right, there we go. Let's try to replicate this from memory. Well, maybe not from memory, but oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Duh. Let's do this. So this one goes this way. Sometimes it makes you wonder how they come up with some of this stuff. Like really? Really? How did they do that? So this is going to be coming out this weekend. It's Saturday, I think, when I'm releasing this particular video. Actually, no. Yeah, it'll be Saturday when I release this particular video. Probably Saturday afternoon. And then Sunday, I've been trying, I didn't do it this last week, but I've been trying to do like room updates where I just kind of go in through my room and kind of update things and more of a check out my shorts. There's really nothing super cool about the shorts. It's been just something fun to do. Kind of testing the waters out, and I guess maybe I'll get good at them eventually. I do want to do almost like a shorts series at some point. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Just doesn't look right. Um, with something fun, or maybe do a couple of them. I think it's just a something to really make fun content at some point. At some point, I kind of feel like this isn't right. It isn't right. There we go. I don't know why I space out sometimes. So, but really cool this week. So, getting back into Microfighter Monday. Really pumped about season two, essentially season two, but I'm not like gonna call it season two. I'm just gonna keep going with the episodes. Episode number 52, which is like a whole year's, and officially like a whole year's worth of Microfighter Monday. So it is cool that I was able to make it that far in a series. Most series kind of die on the vine. Not Microfighter Monday, although I don't think Microfighter Monday has gained any like real social media attraction. It's not really anything. I'm just like totally made up. But hey, this is cool. So, oh, so that's pretty rad. It's kind of rad how I just said rad, but like normally you'd think it would be this way, but it's this way. How it opens it up. Wow, the amount of positions is insane in this. Is that already looking like a dragon? Look at that. I mean, it's just, dude, and it's so stable. You know it's not going to be bad with these claws. It'll anti-tipping. That's pretty awesome. Really impressed with the set so far. So kudos to the designer. Just killing it on overall joint play, movability and the balance. So good. Okay, now we are moving on. Here we go. So we talked about Microfighter Monday. That is a thing happening, and let's see, we'll go like this. Then, so there's Microfighter Monday. Tuesday, I always do my reviews, so I'm gonna try to push and get the Fire Dragon review done so that this can be on Tuesday. So look for that. I think that'll do the week right. I mean, the only thing I could think of is maybe I should, I might save it. So, I really should think about making like a castle theme week, and this would be a great 3-in-1 to drop. So maybe this is premature, just kind of getting ahead of the curve a little bit. But at the end of the day, I kind of need to get it done no matter what, anyways. So let's go. Get it done, dragon. So this is cool. This is the building of the wing. They use some really interesting plates, like those circle like cutouts, to kind of make that dragon wing. It's just really interesting. Maybe it's just me, but I find that interesting. So, oh wow, and there's just one piece to kind of like glue it all together. Crazy. Um, wow, now we gotta do a claw. Just realized how tired from this week that I am. So definitely will not be doing much after this video. There's so many plans, so many things to do, yet my sleep limitations are there. Okay, there we go. Hmm, that's interesting. So that almost makes it look like it's in it. I was a little confused at the positioning of that. So that's interesting. Huh, there we go. I don't know why I got congested tonight. It's so weird. Okay, so here we go. All right, we're going. Boom. This is only 234 pieces, which is crazy because I feel like the other ones were maybe they're also in the 200s, but maybe not as expensive. I don't know. I don't think this one was cheap. I think it was a full 20. I might be wrong. Okay, so here we go. I kind of like this idea of the clip plus the rotator at the same time to kind of give it some extra stopping power. So crazy how that works. So one's stiff, and then they've got a rotational. There's one wing done. Look how big this thing is. Holy. And and it stands, so it doesn't really. So this is going to be pretty solid when it's done because it's going to have some extra balancing on it. So it'll be. Oof, holy. This is great. The more you build it and get excited in anticipation of how solid this thing is, it's just really amazing. Here we go. And also, the kids don't have school on Monday, so it's gonna be MLK Day again. I wish I took off, but I just couldn't take off. I just can't. Maybe so. Okay, and of course, midway through this, my son's like, "Daddy, put me to bed." So once this wing is complete, I will have to pause, do a little pause action, so that way I can put him to bed, get him happy. Oh, fumble. Boom. Let's see what we got. Boom again. Adding the claws. It's one piece at a time. So this is going to forward face this way. And it gives it extra stabilization. That's nice. Then we've got to build the bottom part of the wing. Small ones. There we go. Let's go. And then Wednesday, I'm trying to think, I don't think I have any hauls. I haven't been doing any hauls. Actually, maybe I will. Maybe I will do a haul. Because I would got some target rewards. Go target rewards. So maybe I'm thinking that what I'll do is get, whoops, I did this wrong. Sugar. The heck was I thinking? I did this completely backwards. Jeez. Jeez. Come on, Tina. What is going on? Alright, so oh yeah, you need the so yeah, so I think in my future small, it's only like $10. This is my budget. We'll check it out. We'll see what Target's got going on. Oh, so the plan is to maybe do. I don't think I really need any more dots right now in my life, um, unless they're on sale or clearance. You won't catch me buying them. Um, but the CMF series, I'm definitely in. I think there's 4 characters I want, maybe 5 really bad. So I really want. Sound like a little kid. I really want for Christmas the Winter Knight, the Moon Knight girl, Moon Warrior girl. I want the Forest, the one with like the acorn head, the Bard, so that's 4, and then the Spaceman. I think those are the ones that I wanted. Trying to think if there's another. No, it's the Troubadour or Bard, whatever they want to call it. All right, so there we go. Look at that. That's pretty solid. And let's do kind of a test. Wow, that's really solid, dude. You just don't see that in a lot of builds. Like Star Wars mech, you go like this and the thing just goes flying. So I'm going to pause for just a moment. Pause in. So everybody's asleep now. It's just me continuing to build the fire dragon. Oh, bag two. Well, what do you know? I mean, if you built the other pieces, then they'd all be mixed up anyways. But oh, the other exciting piece is that there's a treasure chest in here. It looks like a brick built one too, so that's pretty neat. Man, this is just really a great build. Like I'm like gushing over this too much, but the CMF really had me excited because there's a few of them that I really like. Really pumped about it. Yeah, if I didn't tell you, I'm pumped. But the that I like that it's additive into some things that I'm doing. Again, when I'm building the castle, like those would be great figures to have. Really fun. And I really like that Lego's kind of mixing in those types of CMFs that are like useful for mocks and are just fun characters. And hint hint, maybe we need to have like a Star Wars CMF. And do you really think that we need to have like all like Luke Skywalker's in there? No. No, you don't need Luke Skywalker in there. You could almost do a CMF of all side characters that are practically meaningless, and I think people would friggin' go crazy, and I mean crazy over it because it's just like when you're building all this stuff, you know, you how do you do some of these side characters? You have to like mix and match and play that game. And some of them are really difficult and don't look right. Some builders do some pretty amazing things, but it'd be nice to get some characters out there fully complete. Oh, there we go. Hello. Boom. Looks like this is the tail. And then we'll probably do the head. Then it's the treasure. I like that this dragon actually has some true flames and fire. He is a true flame throwing bad guy. And actually, next week, true story is that my family and I and another couple, we've been playing Dungeons and Dragons. It's kind of, I guess so. I guess it's kind of like I unearthed my collection during the pandemic at my parents' house, and then I brought it here, and now it's like we found out our neighbors love to love to play, and it's a reason to get together and have a few drinks and play. And we're getting the kids into it, so it's really fun. And then we're also finding that other families play, so it's not just us. um, so awesome stuff. Hmm. Dropping pieces again. There we go. All right, there we go. That's the tip of the tail. Very good use of parts. I forget what those are even called. I think 1x2 curved plates or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird deal. This one's going on. Did I do this wrong? Oh no. No. Okay. Sometimes they orient things in these pictures and it just kind of throws you for a loop. Wow, look at I mean it's just you can do whatever you want with this thing. Now we have a balance. Even if you roar, roar. Holy, that's so cool. All right, let's go. Come on, it's gonna be gotta be the head. You know, and the head kind of reminds me a little bit of the shark and the lion, maybe, too. Kind of how it's set up. So we'll see how they do it with the row of teeth. That shall be very interesting. Um, okay. Let's see what else. And normally Thursday I drop my Mos Eisley Cantina. I've been slacking on it, so sorry. I hope I can. Yeah, I think I should be able to update this weekend. I keep saying that, but then I'll probably still be doing sorting. Um, and maybe on Wednesday, maybe the fire dragon. Do I make Creator 3-in-1 Fire Dragon on it during Castle Week? That's the question. Oh wow, look at this just basically sets the stage for articulation. So you'll have kind of an up and down, and that'll be circular from there. Whoa, that is interesting technique. So yeah, I think I'm gonna have to. So the question is, what do I drop on Wednesday and Thursday? Maybe I just kind of like do a confessional. I'm trying. I'm trying to get this done. I'm really trying. I do need to do some work this weekend. I probably shouldn't be talking about work. Dude, somebody shoot me and get it over with if I keep talking about work. Stop thinking about work. Live your life. There we go. That's one thing that's good about all these different 3-in-1 builds. I feel like if you build it enough, you start some of the ideas that they're incorporating in could start to take hold a little bit. Some of the concepts, if you do it a whole bunch of times. So, 10,000 3-in-1 builds later, as you master, this is obviously the bottom. We're starting to build a row of dragon teeth. Or is this? This might be, it's probably the top here. There's more teeth to come. There we go, there's 4, and then, oh, the hinge. Okay, so this one's gonna use more of a hinge style. Here we go. They build that there. That's kind of that hinge style. Oops. Looks like we got the eyes. We're gonna put those on. It's red on top of green. There we go. As the exhaustion of the week. That's the thing that gets really hard. Is man, after these weeks, I'm just done. And then usually we do stuff on Saturday nights with the family and on Sunday, so it doesn't leave much time. And then Monday I do my pickleball league. So if I don't get things in and done, I almost need to do it in advance. And if it's a weekend where I just crashed out or if I'm really busy, toasted. Totally, totally toasted. This is pretty cool. I think one of the things too that I noticed with a lot of the 3-in-1s, what did I do wrong? Is oops. I really like how they can curve things so much. Use such interesting techniques to accomplish the task. So we are making some decent time doing this, but yeah, there we go. The heads, this must be the top portion. Yeah, well, I guess not. No. What are they going to use for the eyes? Weird. This is most definitely a little bit weird. Caught it. Yeah, let's go. Um, and then usually, so then next week, I'm telling you, for those, if you're a Castle fan, you'll definitely want to watch the journal. Oh wait, so is there a new piece? You'll definitely want to watch the Journal of the Scots book club and join now if you're watching. Get on it. Get in on it. Oh, whoops. Oh, okay, now I'm getting it. What am I doing? This is kind of, you're building kind of the nose, nether regions, the nostril regions. Oh, that's kind of crazy how that made the nostrils right there. Wow. Dang. Amazing. It just shows like the how Legos really thought through like every brick. Like look at that nose. That's insane. I bet you they did that for the crocodile too. Probably same technique. Probably just repeating techniques and changing colors and modifying it a little bit. And it's just it's amazing. Oh, look at here we go. Does have horns in the back. There we go. Boom. Now, oh, here we go. Lower jaw. We showed showcasing. They kind of let you know what are you getting yourself into, and it's gonna be a little bit of fiery fun, is what they're saying. They said, let's get her done. Oh, I'm missing. Aha. Then keep it going. So it's kind of like so sometimes. So if you're trying to build like 3 wide, technically you kind of want to do a single down the middle. Huh. It's just so interesting. So there we go. There's a little bit of a Silence. Yeah, so then the book club will be a surprise, and then I don't know, like another room update. At some point, I do want to do, and I haven't done it yet. I've done just some slight outlining, but I'm working on doing a scripted series, and it'll be like a journal, like a true journal series. So that is coming. It's kind of on pause indefinitely until I can. Again, I've got to like further the outline, and then I've got to set aside some time to finalize that. But I think that's if I'm able to accomplish that piece, getting that going, because the plan is to like have almost not necessarily content ready to go every day, but have it all planned out so that way in theory the channel there could be stuff for those who do actually want to see this crazy person Scott from Journal of the Scots all the time. You could have that. So if you're building every day and having fun or whatever, you have a video, fresh video to 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 watch and make fun of me, I suppose. um, that's the idea. So at some point this year, I feel like that cadence will kick in. I think sometimes it's hard to kind of adjust in the beginning of the year. Oh, this is so cool. Um, while they used kind of like one of these little arms that can kind of tuck in like that. It's kind of that could work for like venom too, like in a snake. Ooh, oops, doesn't stay in very well. So I'm assuming they probably reinforce it somehow. But then raw fire. um, no, they don't reinforce. They just boom, yeah, go on. Yeah. Oh God, that just looks so good by itself. Here, check this out. If you guys see it in the light there, raw, the flame on the sides. That's cool. Probably shouldn't showcase it too much since I'll be reviewing it. You have to stay tuned for the review itself. And oh, that's it. It's done, man. We are good. And they're like, hey, snap in place. Oh, it does tip over. Dang. Holy cow. It tips over. Oh no. So, okay. So you just have to kind of really go back on his heels. I mean, so that's the thing. Oh man, that is killer. But you really got to put him on his heels, although to kind of shift the balance point. But wow, kind of looks better than the picture. That's pretty good. It's maybe not quite as I thought. Maybe it would be a little bit less balance issue. I don't know. It's really good though. All right, let's build this treasure chest, and away we go. Why am I missing a piece? Ah, here. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. It's really interesting technique. They set that one right in there. That was kind of hard. I missed missing that page really didn't help me any. Okay. This. It's really coming down to the wire here. There aren't going to be a ton of parts left near full usage. All right, take that back. Oh, wait, maybe not. Still more. Gonna put a top on this thing. Lots of pieces. Jeez. This thing, I guess that's a really cool technique how you go this way and then you can tuck in and then you get this way. So that these pieces right here are really critical. I know I've got a lot of them too. So that's pretty cool. And then what you can do is put something over it and you can reinforce it and create like all the sides. It's pretty neat. Holy cow. Oh, got a little shock there. Look at that. Look. It's so cool. Again, we'll have to go back to the review. Apparently there's a gem encrusted stanchion. Ah, gold and everything. Bunch of gold. Fill up your treasure chest full of gold. And there's a sword. Stick it in there. So there's that. If you can see that, right like that. It just kind of shuts. Not very. The sword doesn't really fit in there very well. Look at that. So there you have it. That is it. Crater 3-in-1 done. Fairly minimal amount of pieces. Some of them's just standard, not part of just like an overflow of being creator. A lot of them are just a few, like they always include some of the small ones to kind of balance out, just to kind of play the percentages. Let's see the final advertisement. They're advertising Lego Life at the end of this. There's the parts list. I am losing it. That's the Creator 3-in-1. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next week on a whole week of content. Microfighter Monday, Tuesdays the review, the haul slash like sort life. It's kind of the whatever day. Thursday, Mos Eisley Cantina update. Praying that I have one this week. I do have to put in some time and work. And then a very special episode number 9, I believe. Episode number 9 for the Journal of the Scots Book Club. It's a banger, guys. It's a banger, so check that one out. And then we'll rinse and repeat heading into the next week. It's January. What can you do? So thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next build/sort video. Bye for now.